Oh, where the hoes at?
See, that's the first thing I open with.
Oh shit!
That's what, he can't take his ass to Houston. He can't.
Oh, set that up, fam.
No.
Fam, set that up. I'm coming, fam. Set that up. That's gonna be lit.
I
Tell Pops, bro.
told I was like, hey, he can't go here.
Hey, set that up, fam. We at Houston lit, fam. Set that up, fam.
Maybe he go crazy down there.
All right. Welcome, y'all, to another week of Tech File. It's just us three this week. Y'all pray for me.
The three amigos.
To hold this one together, y'all.
Musketeers on God.
Oh, God.
Let's get into the show. Pray for me,
We
y'all.
need the hats.
No, y'all don't. Welcome to episode 361 of Technical File, the sports podcast you never knew you needed.
And it's your boy, TIMKINZ, the number 3, a.k.a. Ass Ketchum, a.k.a. Mr. Give It To Me. I'm on the couch this week.
Yeah.
No arguing.
What? Okay. So,
no doghouse.
The Ian Tech File Eric is not here this week, so it is a shortened cast. But I am Camille, point guard of the crew, the real life Tifa Lockhart, the girl next door. You know, holding it down for all the women who love sports.
And it's your boy K Harris, the gentleman.
The gentleman.
The everyday gentleman.
24/7.
But better known as, ooh, yeah.
There you go.
Let's see, I remember.
There you go.
Give the people what they want.
My mom's a big fan of the, ooh, yeah. Listen, some housekeeping before we get into the slate of things. If you have not yet already, make sure you are following us on all of our various social media platforms at Technical File, TECKNICAL FOUL. On the Twitter, the Instagram, and the TikTok, Technical File Podcast on Facebook and YouTube. On the YouTube, we hit our 500 subscriber mark. We are on the mark to 1K.
Mm-hmm.
So please subscribe if you have not yet already. Tell a friend, hit the notification bell so that you get notified when we go live so you can be part of the show.
Run it up.
Run it up for show. And if you have not yet already, get you some Tech File merch as well. You can find the link in our description. It's our little link tree.
Holidays coming around the corner.
It'll take you right on there.
It'll be a great stocking stuffer.
Right. We ain't that close to the holiday. Can we get past Halloween and Thanksgiving before you bring up the
what you gonna do for Halloween?
Go to these stores. What you
talking to Ken? I'm assuming because I don't do Halloween.
We trying to team up something? We could be the Usos.
Can we be the Usos?
We could be the Usos, right?
I was trying to convince my husband that one Halloween we should be the Dudley Boys.
That'd be funny as hell.
You'd be Bubba Ray?
Yeah, I would.
You had to be.
Bubba Ray.
And he was like, I'm not.
Y'all should do Triple H in China.
No, fam. I don't want to be China. No offense to China.
No offense to China.
I told Sam we should be Prince Jerome and Morris Day.
Who's your third?
I'll be Jerome. I hold the mirror.
Who's Malik?
Morris Day be dancing like a mother, man.
No, you gotta let Malik hold the mirror. No,
Malik try. No,
he ain't never mind.
I hold the mirror for him.
That's funny. All right, y'all. No game that needs a name this week because Eric has the belt. Mm-hmm. And if we can't win nothing while we here, we don't want to play.
Yeah. Champ's not here.
We need real dubs.
We need gold.
No,
you know
artificial dubs on here.
No artificial. So this week on the schedule, y'all, we got NFL, some topics from the week, of course. We're gonna preview the WWE Bad Blood PLE this weekend.
Bad Blood.
And we're going to start some NBA season preview conversations.
Give it to me.
This week. It seems everybody want to talk about lists. So this week for NBA, we are going to talk about the top 5 players at each position heading into the 2024-25 season. So not projecting who's going to be the best, just this moment heading into the season, who were the best at their position. So that's what we got on the docket for this week. So let's get into the NFL. All right,
My bad.
You run it back.
Oh, dude, can we get our banner too?
All right, so this week we're gonna get right into it. Kansas City is Kansas City is 4-0 and Jacksonville is 0-4, which is likely to happen this week. Kansas City remains undefeated, or Jacksonville gets their first win of the season. Just for clarification, Kansas City plays the Saints and Jacksonville plays Indiana this week.
Jacksonville.
The Colts.
Wait, the Colts, Indianapolis?
Yeah, Indianapolis. My bad. The Colts. We talking about basketball.
Man, they can't stop the run.
Do Jacksonville finally win, or do the Chiefs? The Chiefs are getting decimated by injuries at the skill positions too right now.
And still winning.
They finding ways to win.
It's coaching over there.
They 4-0. They could easily. I mean, some of it was reffing because
the refs on the payroll.
Yeah.
Some flags, some not.
I'm saying.
Yeah, it was some blatant. Yeah,
The Jags got to get a win soon, right? They ain't won since
They been looking-
December, fam.
They've been looking horrible.
Dude.
That's your
Like,
other team.
They've been looking
Terrible,
just as bad
bro.
as Carolina, honestly.
It's like they finding ways to lose.
Carolina been looking better than the Jaguars.
I don't know.
Last week they did for sure.
I mean, they actually got to win. So,
I don't know what the fuck's finna go.
What
What's
if-
happening? Like
what if-
it felt like the adults was in the building, and when Peterson first showed up, and now it's like
You said who?
yeah, who
the
showed
coach, Doug.
up? Oh, Doug Peterson.
Oh,
okay.
I was like, who?
I thought you said Mr. Peters.
Yeah, I was like, who is
who's
that?
Mr. Peters?
That's my old principal, but no, I didn't say it.
This nigga.
Now it feels like bro, everything's like disjointed. Like it's
Mhm.
weird. It's a weird vibe, and I don't know.
Peterson's a decent coach.
Shit, he was better than
Might not be just for this team though. He needs more of a vet team than a young squad. What's up with your boy though? Your quarterback.
Sunshine.
Yeah, what's going on with him?
Shit, I don't know. It's cloudy over here.
I haven't been watching, so I just know he hasn't been
ain't been
producing.
clicking.
Yeah, he hasn't been playing well.
For as long as Jacksonville has been picking in the high end of the draft, this team should be a hell of a lot better than what it is.
Mm-hmm.
That's just a fact.
Hey man, so who you got? Jacksonville go win?
Jacksonville, we'll get our first one, but Jonathan Taylor probably gonna have like 200 yards.
Both teams lose.
Damn, a tie that'd be ugly.
I think
Don't do that.
The Saints get a dub over the Chiefs, and the Colts get a dub over the Jags.
Okay,
That's my prediction. Both lose
Okay.
this week,
both
so
catching
neither
L's.
thing happens. Is my prediction.
Both catching L's.
What's your prediction?
I'm gonna say Kansas City is gonna get a dub.
Okay,
Yeah.
so 5-0. Jags gonna lose too.
Yeah, Jags gonna lose too.
And then Tim, what did you say again?
He said Jags winning.
No,
Okay.
Jacksonville winning.
You got the Chiefs winning.
I don't know them Saints.
The Saints, I feel like they
they could pull that off.
they
Especially
just
if
had a
get that-
heartbreaking loss against
Yeah.
the Falcons this past
And they
week.
can run on them too.
I'm saying,
Damn.
I'm saying.
Yeah, I might switch it. I might Kansas City go take a L. Kamara gonna have a day.
No, I take both of them winning.
Okay.
Okay, so
see
you the opposite of my
I see
prediction.
you.
I feel it. We gonna see. We gonna see. And one thing we did see this week as well, y'all, is the return of Jordan Love.
Mm-hmm.
He returned to the Packers week 4, and the Packers lost to the Vikings at Lambeau Field, 31-29.
Womp womp.
Which that final score is quite impressive, given the fact that the Packers were down 28-0
Dude.
in the second quarter. 4 touchdown lead. they spotted the Vikings 4 tutties.
Fudge is going on here?
And then decided to play some football after that, which is craziness.
I fell asleep on the couch, bro. I ain't even gonna hold you. I was
I
like,
couldn't
dog.
I couldn't take my eyes off the horror of what it was. One of those games like everything was going.
Shit, I got beat
wrong
to sleep.
early. No sexual.
I got beat to sleep. There's a title for you.
Beat-
Don't do me like that. Where's Dwayne at? Not like this, bro.
Oh man.
Well,
But Jordan Love did come in the game looking rusty. The commentating team did a job of pointing to some of the throws, saying he's not planting on that injured leg.
The left leg.
A lot of throws were low. The placement was just off. So my question to y'all is, do you think that Jordan Love should have played against the Vikings, or should it have been Malik Willis another week?
It's hard to say because of how the second half went.
Mm-hmm.
Like, my man's just throwing in the triple coverage. Why?
The Watson interception was his worst one of the day.
Yeah.
That was the worst. It was a bad.
I mean, he threw it past the tight end because I'm seeing the tight end. I'm like, oh shit, somebody must be triple coverage, bro. I'm like, damn, he was right there, bro.
He had to prove something on that part.
He wore that Brett Favre jersey to the game. We should have known.
Ooh.
That man had a Brett Favre game.
The gunslinger mentality.
He had 4 touchdowns, 3 interceptions, and threw for almost 400 yards. He really had.
He was slinging him up.
Favre. He was the first Packers quarterback to have 4 tutties and 3 interceptions in the game since Brett Favre did it in '99.
If we had motherfucking Mason Crosby, like. Shit like that, we probably would have won. Shit.
No, probably would have. We only lost by 2. He missed 2 field goals.
Damn.
And what was it, like the 21?
Y'all have a horrible luck with kickers.
Dude, I don't know what the fuck is up with the kicker.
Ever since Mason Crosby departed,
he didn't leave happy.
He like cursed the Packers on his way out.
I guess
Mason Crosby said, "Ain't no more kicks happening."
And then we had Greg Joseph in here for a second,
and then he lost out in training camp.
To who? How?
His numbers in camp were just about the same as Anders Carlson.
Meanwhile, who he kicking for? Is he over there with y'all?
He ain't with the Bears, but he's kicking for somebody. He ain't missed a field goal last week.
God, I don't think he missed.
But the question, Jordan Love, should he have played? You said you don't know because of the second half.
I feel like if he and they felt like he was healthy enough to play, fine,
right? Mm-hmm.
Because again, second half kind of like, okay. He's playing like he's not. Well, no, I won't say that, but he played a hell of a lot better. If he could have played this the entirety of the game, what was the difference between the first half and the second half? So I don't feel like he came back too early. Maybe it was a getting the rhythm back down kind of thing. Because second half looked damn near like he passed the controller to some of his friend that could play cold at the game, and those start cooking.
He just had to get back in the swing of things.
Maybe
that's why I don't think it's too early. It was just more so like, damn, bro.
Mm-hmm. What do you think?
Yeah, my thing is like y'all was like rolling with Malik. So honestly, I feel like if he truly felt like he could play him, but at the same time, it was like, well, we got a good thing going now. We don't need to force you out there either. Like heal up because we need you for the rest of the season in the playoffs. So, but just like it was a tale of 2 halves. So again, it was like he just had to, get his foot in and get back out there. He was a little rusty first half.
Rust is exactly what I attributed to. Injury probably a little bit, but rust more so than anything. I think what people should remember is the fact that Jordan Love really didn't play in the preseason. Like, he didn't get many reps. The offense didn't get many reps together. They looked rusty in the first game as well, and I figured that would be the case. I think we had a conversation on the pod about how, like, the first 2 weeks of the regular season are kind of like
checking the
new preseason, kind of, because teams are still getting into the swing of things. So for Love, if it was a situation where he was not going to further injure himself, let him out there. And knowing the Packers medical staff, they is not about to play and let him go out there knowing like, okay.
He wasn't ready.
Right.
And we just gave him this money.
I don't think the money got a thing to do with it. I mean, no, I get what you're saying. The money for the protection piece of it. You want to protect your investment,
right?
I thought you were initially saying he's getting paid. He needs to play.
Need to play.
Oh no! Like, bro, we just gave him all his money.
It took me a second. It clicked.
Save your investment. Malik was out there.
Yeah, but again, like I think he needed to get the reps. He needs the reps right now. And as the game went on, you did see it improve. Like after the game, Jordan Love took responsibility himself and just said, "It took me too long to get going. I was misplacing throws. I need to be better." Which I appreciate him coming out and owning that because he had quite a few dirt balls there. Had a hospital ball to Watson. Watson got hurt.
I'm glad it's just a sprain.
Yes, it looked bad. It looked way worse than what it turned out to be. So I think I don't have a problem with him playing. I'm glad that he's able to start knocking the rust off. And from everything I've heard so far, it sounds like he came out that game as healthy as you can coming out of a football game. So that's the positive here. I see Shell in the comments saying, "Hey guys, go Lions!" Hey, listen, that Lions offense,
man, the running back is crazy.
Y'all doing trick plays, y'all doing laterals and all kinds of stuff, man.
Like my boy, the Cowboys fan said, "Hickory dickory, there goes some trickery."
Hickory dickory.
Motherfucking wide receiver. My man's had the wide receiver throwing, and Jared Goff was
shit.
trotting into the end zone, caught that bitch in stride. I'm like, dog, what is going on here?
Hickory dickory.
But yeah, man, the Lions, y'all look good against the Seahawks. Which old woman rant, I don't like the two Monday Night Football games
It
at
do
the
be too
same
much.
time.
Yeah.
Don't like that at all. I'm gonna need y'all to just have one Monday Night Football game and
Yeah,
call
what
it a day.
y'all doing?
I also still don't like when NFC games come on CBS because that's just not natural.
Yeah.
It's not like Packers Vikings was on CBS.
Yes.
What? That's a Fox game. It's
Yeah.
supposed to be a Fox game. Where's
Because as soon as you
Cletus?
see it, you want to hear. Yeah.
I want to hear the right music.
Yeah, exactly.
I want to
Hear
hear
people,
everything.
yeah.
Yeah. But at least we had Kevin Harlan on the call, so that evened it
Dope.
up for sure. But yeah, I'm cool with that. Packers is 2-2, not great. But
We're there too.
when Jordan Love got hurt, if you would have said, "Hey, y'all gonna be in 2-2 going into week 5," I would have been like, "Cool, we'll figure it out." I just wouldn't have expected that the 2 losses came with Love and the 2 wins came with Willis. But that's how the NFL goes.
That's fair.
Yeah.
All right, I guess it's my turn.
This nigga.
Damn. I was too busy enthralled into the conversation. I didn't even get to look at my Ravens and the Bills. So, coming into the week, the narrative was, hey, Ravens got to get them some wins. This team ain't looking the way we thought it would. This, that, and the third. Also, on the opposite end is damn near the same story, but in reverse. For the Bills, it's like, damn, they doing a lot better than we thought they would. Josh Allen having a hell of a year. Team looking crazy, man. Like, oh, you took away the star, so you can just throw to anybody. He just cold.
We do that.
Okay, well, they had a game, primetime game, Giants. The Baltimore Ravens ran literally all over.
Derrick Henry had 199 yards.
Madden stats, fam.
Crazy stats.
Put up Madden stats.
He's too big to be able to run that fast.
Like
We've
that
said it before.
And again, like I watch him break tackles and then like break for big yards. But every time you see him, you be like, damn, he big and fast as shit though.
Like he like 6'3", bro.
Yeah, like
250.
That's
running.
That is unfair, fam.
Outrunning corners.
Fucking huge and that fast.
They said that
like,
man
that is
his
unfair.
speeds of like 21
miles per hour, fam.
That shit is scary.
What are you saying, fam?
I've seen that shit. Like there was some big motherfuckers like, I'm like, bro, you too fucking big to be running that damn fast.
Dog.
To be that fast, bro? No, that shit crazy.
Once he break loose, it's over, fam.
And then he's looking to hit you.
Yes.
He's the running back. Why are you looking to hit me?
He running through you.
Where's somebody at?
Where's somebody? I need to hit something.
He finna dribble you off the ground because he gonna stiff arm the shit out of you, bro.
Yeah, bro.
Like grown man.
I wouldn't be surprised if he got tested after that game.
I wouldn't be.
He's been getting tested for years. They ain't found shit.
Crazy. That shit was nuts.
Dude, Derrick Henry has been. This game and the way they ran is what I thought Baltimore's offense would look like regular.
In the sense of,
because it was not just hey, here's just a handoff and shit like that. No,
just
there
keep
are
feeding
RPOs,
him.
there are option plays, there are direct snaps, there are like all kind of things to kind of get him going outside of the regular. Because he was in a pistol formation when they gave him the handoff on that one.
Yeah.
Like. There are things to set him up to put him in better run. And they was the number 1 running team last year. Then you added Derrick Henry is like, okay, and Derrick Henry has always been the type, until he's not, the type of player that as the season goes on, he gets better.
Exactly.
That's the
week
scary
15,
part.
He's still 200 yards. Like,
these don't come until week 15, 16, 17, 18.
How you
200-yard games.
That's because he beat everybody else up.
You give week 4 Derrick Henry 200 yards, bro, that's a problem.
Hey, Serial Sensei in the comments added, I wouldn't even try to tackle dude. You got it.
Yeah,
I don't want to win that bad.
I remember watching Pros versus Joes. One of my favorite players back in the day was Vernon Davis, at tight end.
He was that dude.
Vernon Davis was one of the fastest tight ends ever. Biggest shit.
He was
Vernon Davis was cold.
Yeah.
But because of the fact that he ran like a 4.4, 4.5, 40-yard dash, it made him very appealing. He's very athletic.
Yeah.
Then he became one of the greatest tight ends.
Yeah.
Cool. Mm-hmm. He had a Pros versus Joes where he had 2 grown-ass men. I think they both was about 6 feet. Both of them was about like 180, 200 pounds. Mm-hmm. Holding on to him on ropes. He had him latched onto his hip. They said height. He took off. They flew. He's on offense. He's not even like the Cam Chancellors, who was the 6'4", 6'5" safety at 245, 250, running a 4.5, hitting you.
Beast.
Big time, fam.
Derrick Henry has always been a special breed.
Mhm.
He had a special game, fam.
He had 1 yard away from 200. I probably would have been pissed.
Right.
I would have been pissed.
Give me the dub.
I'm like, yo, finagle some stats or something. Yo, tripping.
Find me a
Hey,
yard.
that was a
Find me
pitch, bro.
1
That was-
yard, find me a yard.
Something, dog.
But-
like,
Okay, one thing with Baltimore is that
Mhm.
when are we finally going to get past the Lamar Jackson scrutiny?
That is what I was going to bring up.
Like,
Because
like he 2-time MVP.
Mhm.
The team always does well. He has amazing stats, always in the MVP conversation. Like when they said he can't pass, he's one of the most accurate quarterbacks in the NFL. He's hella accurate.
that was always
I'm saying
his
this
rap
season
for
this
a while.
season's hella accurate. But like when do we get past that?
So that's the thing, because Lamar tweeted yesterday, actually, quote, "This is a team sport. I'm not out here satisfied when I threw for 300 yards, but I took a L. If I throw for 50 yards and we win, that's what the F matters. Y'all stop commentating on our socials about the yards. Y'all FanDuel or parlays ain't hit. Thumbs down."
Mhm.
And a fair point, because he's just trying to do what they need to do to win the game.
Yeah.
And in this particular game, the formula: give the ball to Derrick Henry and get out the way. Lamar Jackson only threw the ball like 18 times.
Yeah.
Yes, 13 to 18, 156 yards, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions,
When you come out with a dub,
135
can't be mad at
pass
that.
or quarterback rating. Like,
You can't be mad at that. You come out with a dub too.
Mm-hmm.
that's what it comes down to.
Exactly.
So I don't fault him at all. And
The defense is wilding too.
Buffalo only scored 10 points. And Buffalo has been rolling
Mhm.
coming into that game in
I
particular.
mean, blowing cats out, running them out the building.
Yeah. So no, I definitely get it. I wonder what that offense is going to continue to evolve into in Baltimore as the season.
It's gonna be-
It's just gonna get better than
You
this.
ain't
Like
gonna
it's
be
kind
able
of
to
scary.
stop the run.
Yeah,
Because I tell
it's
you
kind of
what,
scary.
I'm getting excited for this Commanders Ravens game in 2 weeks. Who would have thought? Who would have
I
thought?
know. I actually enjoy watching the Commanders.
I'm
Oh!
telling you.
I wonder why. Is it because of the best quarterback in the draft?
Well, that's still up for debate.
Who you arguing
I
with?
still stand on we have the best quarterback.
Who you arguing
He's
with?
just the one playing. He's playing the best.
The numbers ain't backing that up.
Hey, I'm still
I
confident
just ain't
we have the
backing that
best
shit up.
quarterback.
I literally just watched the quarterback school YouTube video on Caleb Williams from this past. It was like 45 minutes because
Mm.
he was breaking down every single throw. And one thing he pointed out, which was interesting to me, was that the receivers need to have better effort. In particular, he was talking about DJ Moore and Keenan Allen.
Mhm.
He said some of the routes that DJ Moore run were lazy. He's not hitting, like, as a receiver, to hit the corner,
Mhm.
make it actual, like,
Yeah.
angles. He's like, he's too round on some of his routes here. He's not giving the effort. He's not doing what he's supposed to be doing. He's moving too slow.
Mhm.
There was a play where they showed, and Keenan Allen was the slowest one off the line. Like, Cole Kmet was gone, fam.
Cole give 100%, 100%.
No,
every time.
that showed up on
Yeah,
film
he definitely give
this
100%
past
every
week,
time.
for sure. But yeah, Jaden Daniels,
My
man,
boy Cookie.
he's doing stuff that is putting him on pace to be a generational quarterback if he keeps it up. It's crazy.
Yeah,
I'll let her see it. I ain't gonna lie.
I'm the Commanders being a relevant team again whenever they get a cold black quarterback. It's kind of wild,
Love
but
to
they
see
need
it.
right.
Love
But
to see it.
take care of this.
And he got to slide too.
He has.
He got to slide.
He ran a lot less this last game.
He did.
Like he's been he's been passing a lot more, missing 1 or 2 passes a game, 83%, 80% pass. Like what the
87% passing in some games.
Like,
Man. Like he been doing some
He
crazy
throws
stuff.
a beautiful. He throws a good.
They've only punted 1 time in what 3 games?
That man, this past week against the Cardinals, he was 26 of 30.
punter get paid to do nothing on that squad.
Chilling, making easy money.
26 of 30. Serial Sensei added that he hopes that Harbaugh remembers to run if when they get to the playoffs.
That
And
was
then
the issue last year.
we got
Yeah.
Dwayne in the comments. What's up, sir?
What's going on, brother? What
Up, though?
Shout out to your Vikings, fam.
Congratulations.
Shout out
sir.
to your Vikings. 4-0. 4-0.
That's crazy.
Who would
Did
have
not
thought?
expect that.
Not me. Not me at all. All right, before we move out of NFL, Ken, do you have any Bears takes you want to? I know before the show you were saying I want.
Oh yeah.
People are waiting for the weekly.
Yeah,
Bears
so be
segment.
ready for the weekly Bears. I was on the fence about it. I didn't know if y'all really wanted it, but I'm giving people what they want. But yeah, the Bears actually won.
Right, I really thought you were talking about after a dub. I was like, oh look at
yeah, we won, man. It was a win. Like we still got
that's very fair.
Yeah, it was a win. Like a dub is a dub. Like it wasn't nothing to really take from the game. Honestly, it's just like we have to do better. Still piss poor coaching. A lot of play calling was garbage. Our offensive coordinator act like he doesn't know what the fuck he's doing.
Hey, my mama said sometimes people don't be acting.
He figured something out, man.
He just don't know.
Yeah, we gotta figure something out, man. Like, but yeah, overall, like it seems like we're making a positive strides to get better. But our offensive line is trash. Our play calling is horrible. And again, I'm not putting everything on Kevin.
Who's your week 5 opponent? Oh, the Panthers. Okay, don't lose to the Panthers.
No,
Trap game.
Yeah.
Yeah,
we got to show out. I mean, the reason we got our squad is because of the Panthers. So
that is
true. I'm
true.
assuming by blowing them out.
Exactly. We got to blow them out. We got to look what y'all gave us.
Dwayne added, y'all ran the ball though, so the Bears only come up. And then Serial Sensei added, speaking of play calling, my Colts, I have grievances. Why did they have to do that to Richardson? Yeah, he was already looking like he was banged up.
Yeah.
And they came back in and they had a design quarterback run.
Like,
he was
why?
already banged up. But
protect the quarterback.
And you have Jonathan Taylor to run the ball.
That makes zero sense.
You have JT to run the ball.
They said, nah.
But again, one thing I do want to mention is that offensive coordinator, you see what happens when you actually run the ball and you attempt to run the ball? Okay, yeah.
The balance.
Yeah, it did it. Caleb he had a little more time to throw because we're able to have RPOs in there. Oh, okay, yeah. Makes sense, right? Yeah, all right, yeah. What the fuck are we paying you for?
You want complimentary football.
Exactly, man.
You want complimentary football.
Oh, we could go back to the old school, run it down their throat, hardcore defense. If we got to do that, let's do it, man.
That sounds so impressive.
Well, I mean, that's how they. Yeah.
I know. Just run it down their throat. Anywho. All right. Any other football? Wait a second. Serial Sensei, ain't you a Cowboys fan? What you mean, your Colts? I just thought about that.
They might have 2 teams, too.
Oh, okay.
I ain't noticed it. He a Cowboys fan?
He always talking about Dallas.
Yeah, I was like, wait a second here. Some feels fishy. But no. All right.
Yeah, you gotta remember with these people, you can't have more than one team.
I mean, you really shouldn't.
Bro got all the top teams. I'm a Yankees fan and a Red Sox fan and a Lakers fan and a Knicks.
I ain't never in my life said no Yankees. Don't even disrespect me like that, nigga.
Red Sox.
Exactly. All day.
He said 2 teams.
I'm a Duke fan.
You never heard me say nothing about no Duke. Whatever you ever heard.
I've never heard.
Are you a Duke fan?
Ever.
Are you a Duke fan?
No.
Do you have a college basketball team?
Illinois.
Okay.
You said Illinois?
Yeah. That's my college team.
That ain't
for football and basketball.
That's news to me.
That's because we don't really talk about
We'll
college.
talk about college, man. What you talking about?
Even during the draft, like I don't remember you ever mentioning like you fuck with Illinois.
Who did we have out there that really for me to talk about like that?
Terrence Shannon was just out of Illinois. You said you fucked with the old Illinois team before. I remember that with the Deron Williams and shit like that.
Yeah, that's where it came from.
Okay.
Augustine. What are you, Badgers? You're a Badgers?
I'm a Wisconsin fan.
So Badgers.
Badgers, Marquette, UWM.
And I can't like Illinois.
Oh, you like all them, but
I'm a Wisconsin
and I can't like Illinois. And I'm a Bears fan. What the fuck?
Which team is your
But I can't like Illinois, though.
Football, okay, it's Badgers only because the Badgers is all they got.
That's all we got for college.
But basketball, which college team is your basketball program?
All of them. You ain't getting that out of me.
Exactly. He talking.
I love all my children.
I can't like Illinois.
No favorites to the children.
Nah, man. That don't even make sense. You was just judging that man.
No, it doesn't make sense. I'm a Wisconsin fan. He from Wisconsin with Illinois team.
What do that matter? He's had 2 teams, and you said 2 teams, and now you sitting here tomorrow. You got 18.
No, I didn't have an issue with Serial since they having 2 teams. That nigga, I had an issue with
because I like Illinois. I got to be from somewhere to like them.
Let's just clear the
This
air
nigga.
here.
I never had an issue with.
Dwayne, so we need to do a who you with post again. So let's clear the air
Yeah,
here
let's clear the air, kid.
before we get into WWE.
These
Let's
niggas, man.
put it on wax.
Who you with?
Who are all your teams in all the professional sports? Ken, why don't you start us off here?
Mm-hmm.
Lakers,
Mm-hmm.
of course,
Okay.
for basketball.
Mm-hmm.
Football, Bears.
Bears.
I support Pittsburgh.
That's your
because
AFC team.
That's my AFC team. What, baseball?
Yep.
Boston.
Okay.
Red Sox. Yeah, never heard me say, bro, I'm respecting shit out. Now you disrespecting me. No, but Yankees. No, it's not me. Boston. This
Look
nigga.
at him. Call the line in 4K.
Set me up,
Ain't even got to work hard.
That nigga set me up.
Ain't even have to work hard.
That
He
nigga
told
set me
himself.
up, fam. But no, baseball,
The Red
Boston for
Sox.
sure.
Okay.
And then with hockey, Blackhawks, college, Illinois, for football and basketball.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
Black everything in Chicago except the Lakers, basically, in Boston.
And the baseball.
Yeah,
Interesting.
You never fuck with Georgia or Alabama?
nah,
Tim, what
especially
are,
Alabama.
Tim, what are your sports lines?
I am a Wisconsin fan, for one. All the base teams are Wisconsin based, so it's going to be all the UW system schools for football and basketball.
I don't like that answer.
Hey, it's all right. But
the UW, you how many? Nigga, you got
18.
Whitewater, Stevens Point.
They got 100 teams.
Hell yeah.
Whitewater.
Wisconsin. If you're doing well, you're in Wisconsin school, I'm cheering for you.
Teams, man.
Wow.
All right, man.
Same thing with professionals. Got the Brewers for the baseball, but you know, every now and then I fuck with Miami Marlins.
Okay. Damn.
NBA is the Bucks.
Right.
I do fuck with
Got the hat
OKC.
on.
Correct. I do fuck with OKC. And Chris Paul's been my favorite player for a long
Dallas
time.
my second NBA team. I'm sorry.
So you got two in the same conference.
Yeah, y'all know I love Luka and Kyrie.
I know, but I didn't know that was your team. I thought you just was like
Yeah,
Luka.
I've been-
So you was cheering for him in the final. Was you cheering for them in the final?
Yes, I was.
He was.
Yeah.
I'm just asking you questions, sir.
We clearing the air.
I'm
right
clearing
now.
the air.
We
You could have
clearing
make
the
me
air.
be a cowboy.
Man. That would be a disappointment. We just talked about this last week.
So what do you do for hockey if you all Wisconsin everywhere else? Do you have a hockey line?
I just enjoy the game. I don't have a hockey. I don't
That
need to
feels
bandwagon hot. I will just enjoy the game
So
I'm a Blackhawks fan. I even bought a jersey.
when they won the titles, right? But
No,
you don't
I've
fuck
been
with
a
them.
Blackhawk.
Don't.
No, what you mean? What?
So for me, it goes Bucks, it goes Brewers, it goes
Mhm.
Packers.
Same for me.
College, it goes Marquette. Bring out a Hoya. Football, we ain't have no football team in Marquette, so I don't really have one. My husband went to Minnesota, so I have a.
It's cold in Minnesota.
I kind of keep track of what Minnesota football is doing, just
Mhm.
because he went there. But I don't really watch. Couch football didn't do it for me. If I had to pick a team, I would probably say Minnesota, just off the strength of my husband.
There we go.
And then when it comes to NHL, I go Red Wings.
Okay.
Red
good spot.
Wings, because I lived in
Shout out
Michigan.
Shells.
Lived in Michigan for a year, and I lived in Michigan.
I should go for the Blues. That's a good idea.
80 or I said 80. Lord jeez, I'm not that old.
That jersey's
97,
cold.
98. So when I was in,
You talking about St. Louis, right? I'm sorry.
Mhm.
y'all, I guess y'all
Yeah,
care what
I'm
I'm talking
No,
about.
I'm
That's
hear
cool.
you.
I'm sorry.
They just having a whole other conversation.
we weren't having a conversation. He made it
My
one. I
choice
just
was
made a
thought. My
statement.
bad.
When you made that, I was like, it hit.
And then y'all were responding, so that's
I
the
didn't respond.
conversation to each other. I'm trying to have a, but it's cool.
He
Yeah,
wasn't
Marcus.
supposed to say nothing to me. Why he threw me in this? I was minding my own business.
Y'all, it's cool.
I was listening to you minding my business.
Nope, y'all went clearly
You sparked the idea in me. He started talking to me.
and started
Stop
talking while my
chastising
mouth is
motherfuckers.
still
See,
moving.
that's him.
Stop chastising motherfuckers for having multiple teams. You like who you like. Goddamn.
See, now
And
he
it don't matter.
diverting. See, it was about you, Camille. See, it's him.
I just
It's
don't want
him.
to be ignored and talked over. That's
it's him.
all.
We apologize.
Nah, it's me.
Mhm.
I gotta apologize for him. It's him.
Serial Sensei said his teams are the Colts, the Cowboys, the Spurs. He needs to find a WNBA team. Oh, my W team is the Aces.
Yeah, I've been fucking with the
The
Aces.
Aces for sure, for sure. Who? At last I checked, it's not
LA
looking good.
Sparks.
It's not looking good at the moment.
I didn't know he was a Spurs fan.
Shells added his teams are Brewers, Packers, Bucks, Blackhawks,
Shout
and
out.
for college, Whitewater Badgers football, Marquette basketball. See,
Okay.
if you're going to flip-flop all the different teams and different colleges, one for each sport, I'm with that. All right, let's get into the WWE Bad Blood preview. Heading into the Uncle Michael's in the chat. He's not actually live in the chat. He texts me. You don't remember when I lived in Michigan? I lived in Michigan 98 into 99. My fourth grade.
98 was a good year, boy.
My fourth grade year was in Ann Arbor, Michigan.
Ann Arbor.
Ann Arbor. Lived right in, at first I thought I was going to be a Wolverine. I was like, oh man, Ann Arbor cold. But nope, Marquette it was. Same colors though. Bad Blood this weekend. So as a reminder to y'all, we do predictions for the PLEs. We started a little bit late into the year, so we didn't have the first few. But our current records heading into Bad Blood, Tim, Eric, and Ken are all tied at 17 and 10. And I'm in the lead currently at 19 and 8.
Well, okay.
So, first question I have for you, gentlemen.
Mm-hmm.
Which match on the card are y'all most looking forward to? Eric's not here, but I'm the only one with something different.
The CM Punk and the Drew McIntyre match.
Hell in a Cell.
Yeah, give it to me. I'm a sucker for a Hell in a Cell match. I'm not gonna lie. And then, especially you put these two that they actually like hate each other in a Hell in a Cell, give it to me.
The way it's supposed to be. Hell in a, that's why I hated when it was an actual pay-per-view and it was like, okay, we're gonna force all these Hell in a Cell matches.
Yeah.
No, let it be
the only
a
way,
thing when it's at the end of a feud.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. The only way we can end it.
Exactly.
Is in the Hell in a Cell.
Exactly.
They used to yell and spit when that motherfucker said, yeah, in that cell. It should be a fun match. It really should.
It should be.
They usually try to up the gruesome for Hell in a Cell matches. So usually
up the gruesome.
Some cats bleeding, you know.
Oh, yeah, definitely gonna see some blood.
Barbed wires and shit like that usually come out of nowhere. Like it ain't even that much room between the gate and the ring. But somehow
they
find a way. You get power bomb in the middle of the two on one side, and the other side you walking with your airplane mode.
Airplane mode.
No, it's always Hell in a Cell has always been one of my favorite stipulations in matches. Maybe it was because the Undertaker threw somebody through the top, and I was hoping somebody else would go through again.
Almost every Hell in a Cell has been, not every, but
there was a lot in the ring.
Yeah,
man. One of my favorite Hell in a Cells was it the 6-man Hell in a Cell? It was like Rikishi, The Rock,
Armageddon Hell in a Cell.
Oh, that will never. Vince was so nervous. It was all his top stars in the Hell in a Cell, and then Rikishi did the fall off top of the cage into that pickup truck that had the hay in the back of it. That was a crazy match.
Oh, yes. Throwing somebody off the cage is just nuts.
Especially Rikishi.
Yes, bro. That's a big guy, man.
The match I'm most looking forward to at Bad Blood, though, is actually the Liv Morgan and Rhea Ripley match.
It's going to be some storytelling in that match.
Because the last time we saw those two wrestle, like, it was a good match before the Dom interference and everything like that. Now you got Dom hanging above the ring and the cage.
Like bait.
That's funny, dude.
When they said he was going to be in the cage and that man responded and said, I can't get locked up again, I laughed.
No more locked doors.
Very, very hard. But I'm looking forward to that match. All right. Prediction time. As of now, it's a 5-card match for this Saturday PLE. Mm-hmm. It's a special start time, y'all. It starts at 5 p.m. Central Time. Not 6, not 7. It starts at 5. So, who y'all got? Damian Priest versus Finn Balor. Eric says Finn.
I have Finn as well.
Yeah, I got Damian.
I think it's Damian too.
Damian Priest.
I feel like if we're talking about who needs to win, I feel like it would be Finn.
Finn needs it, yeah.
I say that because if this is going to be the send-off or the goodbye to Rhea and Damian Priest messing with the Judgment Day, the Judgment Day then needs to be reestablished as its own faction and, you know, get its own heat back or whatever the case may be. They need a leader. The leader needs to be someone who has the reputation to win big matches or to have that type of match win on their record. Finn Balor is probably going to be that said leader. So Finn, to me, if this is the send-off, needs to go ahead and take this dub because it's not gonna kill Damian Priest. Priest could just go ahead and hop back into a title match for his rematch with Gunther.
Yeah.
Like it's not gonna take him out of the title picture or anything like that. But for Finn, it can boost Judgment Day. It can boost Finn as an individual. It can put him into conversations like, hey, well, Priest going for the title and Finn already beat Priest, so he can go back in and he was a former champ. So it just gives Finn a bit more to be able to either the solo story, because they're about to probably do something with the Y6. Or
about them.
Yeah, they've been having like pops all over the place and shit. So they're about to probably go into the Y6 feud. Gonna need a leader there. And Priest is probably gonna go maybe into the main event feud. So you just to get him back and them have some kind of relevance, I feel like Finn should have.
Do you think it's clean or get interference?
It's probably gonna be if Finn wins, it's gonna be interference.
So I got Priest winning that match. One, he got wrecked on Raw. Normally, the last person who gets wrecked, they win a pay-per-view. Old wrestling rules apply there. But when I was first of all, let me just say, predicting this card in particular was very difficult for me. Every match, I'm like,
yeah, exactly.
I could see why either one of these people would win in this particular match. But I'm going with Damian Priest in this particular one because, in part, I think Rhea Ripley loses, and I don't see both of them. I don't see both of the Terror Twins winning or both the Terror Twins losing in the same card.
Okay.
I think it's going to be a 1-1 split because of the feud going on with them. And I think Priest comes out on top just because he's on the short end of all of this Judgment Day stuff because he's been just completely outnumbered.
Yeah. Makes sense.
Speaking of that other Terror Twin, Rhea Ripley versus Liv Morgan for the WWE Women's World Championship match. As mentioned, Dominic Mysterio will be hanging above the ring in a shark cage.
That's crazy. That's some old bitch.
Looks everybody went Liv Morgan except for you, Ken. So what gives you the confidence in Rhea Ripley?
The only reason is that, like, when you really think about it, just like what like Tim was alluding to with the Judgment Day, it does make sense. Like, I can see the reason why Liv should win, just because, like, what else you were going to do, like, with the Judgment Day? Like, Rhea can lose and still, get back into contention and still become a contender. So, but I feel like Rhea just came back. She has to take her place as the most dominant woman again. And I feel like this is her way. She can't, this would be the second time that Liv beat her, right? That doesn't work for me. If Rhea is supposed to be the top, the top woman.
I think Liv, her title reign goes on because in Judgment Day, she's the top dog, similar to how Rhea was top dog in Judgment Day, and top dog got to have gold.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, I understand, but it just, I don't know. Just for me personally, it don't sit well. Liv doesn't give me that top dog.
She is in Judgment Day.
She is in Judgment Day, yeah, I know, but yeah.
And yeah, you have Liv as well.
I do.
Confidence in Liv.
It's one of those, you remove all obstacles. I ask this question every now and then. If you were given the opportunity to do what you wanted to do and you removed all obstacles, would you be able to succeed, or would you make an excuse as to why you still couldn't do it? Right? This seems like one of those situations where they're removing all obstacles for Rhea to be able to win. Do you feel like Dom is the reason? Okay, cool. We won't put his ass in a cage above the ring.
And he's still going to be a reason as to why Liv wins.
Correct. Exactly. But whatever obstacle you feel like is the reason why you have not won and the reason why she keeps winning, we're going to keep that out the way. Now, will you succeed or will you fail? Will there be another reason why you don't? And I feel like this is going to be the reason why Liv wins again.
He gonna have something in that cage with him. He gonna drop something,
anything to help her out. But at the end of the day, I feel like this is gonna be another thing on Liv's thing where it's like, y'all, you want to finish it, but you don't.
Yeah,
you want to kind of keep them in each other's
orbit,
right? Some shape, form, or fashion, and having Rhea lose to Liv and have Liv have one up on her, like at all times for the most part, until she actually takes the belt. It's gonna be one of those things where it's like bugging the hell out of her. And hell, who knows? We'll see. We're not that far from WrestleMania season either now. We're at the tail end of the year. So
Y'all keep rushing 2024. Like October didn't
It's
just
October.
start.
Shit. September just started 2 weeks ago.
WrestleMania season don't start until January, fam.
But
we
here's
got
what
Survivor Series. Still.
I'm going based off of last year when they had their WrestleMania plans. They said they had everything finalized pretty much by like October, November.
Yeah, and those plans changed.
They did, but they were already planning for WrestleMania season, which is why I'm stating we're getting closer to WrestleMania season because I feel like that was a timeline. And then okay, they're starting to wrap things up to get ready to go.
I'll say it this way: it's long-term wrestling. You are always going to be looking ahead. I'm sure they probably even have ideas what they want to do WrestleMania 2 years from now. But we're not in WrestleMania season. Like WrestleMania season don't start until after Christmas.
It's the Rumble.
We gotta. That's what I'm saying. And this nigga talking about some get the stockings out. Y'all keep rushing.
It's October. It's almost
October though.
We got 2 months for Christmas.
Truly.
Can we get through Halloween and Thanksgiving?
I'm talking about a stocking stuffer. I can't even talk about stocking stuffers early.
Golly, y'all running through 2024. Okay.
Shit.
The other women's championship match, WWE Women's Championship match, Nia Jax and Bayley. Who y'all got?
At Bayley.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I got Nia Jax.
I don't know. Eric said Nia Jax. I want to say Bayley, and the Tiffy Cash-in goes wrong. But my other piece of it is I don't know if they're done telling the story between Tiffany Stratton and Nia Jax to build it up to that cash-in yet. Mm-hmm. We've been teasing it for a little bit, but is this finally the PLE where something happens with the cash-in? Because Nia Jax has been upping the levels of disrespect to Tiffany. When she choked her out,
I'm gonna say choke that woman out. Hey, you bet not.
Having a conversation with somebody while your hands around their neck, and then afterwards you're like, okay, now we good. Like, no, we not. Which makes me think Bayley wins, but then it's like,
then what?
Right.
Yeah.
Then what? Because I mean, after that, because I still think that whenever Tiffy cashes in, she doesn't win it. So,
but the payoff is them too.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like that's what we're building to is I think the Nia Jax Tiffany Stratton match or series of matches.
But you don't necessarily think you need a title.
I don't think you need the title for that storytelling. So I am gonna go Bayley.
There we go.
I'm gonna go Bayley.
Bayley and Naomi put on a great match.
Yes, they did.
Yeah, they did. That was good.
Yes, they did.
Yeah, so shout out to them.
And I love after they talked backstage and Naomi was walking by, who had popped up on Naomi afterward, and she was like, "Oh my God, girl!" Like she did not want to see who that was. I can't remember who it was.
I don't remember who it was.
But I laughed so hard because it was such a real reaction of like, oh, I can't stand you. Like, get out my face. The match I'm having the most trouble predicting. Roman Reigns and Cody Rhodes up against Solo Sikoa and Jacob Fatu. Everyone else, Tim, Eric, Ken, all think it's going to be Cody and Roman.
Superpowers.
You can't let the two...
You got the superpowers.
The two dogs lose.
How can you not let them lose? How
I don't know.
Let me ask you this again. I forget which one of y'all were saying earlier about Judgment Day and saying like, they're building to this new version and like they need to win and blah 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 blah. That
was me.
Yeah.
So look at this match again. Cody's the champ. He's established. Roman is who he is. He's established.
Yeah, loss don't hurt.
It don't necessarily hurt them, but like this bloodline is still trying to establish themselves as like something to be taken serious. We've only seen Jacob Fatu wrestle a handful of times still. They keep holding him back from the big heavyweights. So we finally get to see him really go up against Roman, go up against Cody. Do they make them lose?
I can see it.
You know what that's the dilemma I'm having when trying to predict who wins this match.
I got the superpowers.
Let's do a draw.
I can see I can see them losing because I'm also thinking of this as like Cody and Roman.
Okay.
Thinking about it as like a transitional pay-per-view.
Right.
You can take an L on Bad Blood. Help continue to establish the story between them. Oh my God, now all of a sudden they beat the superpowers. Who can stop the bloodline? Cody already told him, he was like, hey, they done took it. They done took it all. Like, you told me they took your wise man and Jimmy. He was like, hell, and your beads. And
your beads?
Because I can't remember what they call
Ula Fala, I believe it is.
Okay, Ula Fala. Took those. We already have a tribal chief and it ain't you. We already got a champ and it ain't you. Hey, I already told you be standing here looking like this. So I can see that being another nail in that. Like, you done came back. You supposed to be able to beat these cats and now they done beat you again?
And then they've been secretly putting like nuggets of feuds like between Randy and Cody now too.
Yep. What if Kevin Owens came out and was like, I hate all y'all?
That'd be crazy. F everybody.
That's right up his alley.
Shell said that something random is going to happen and Roman and Cody lose.
I can see that.
And that's when I'm like, when does Jimmy come back? I know Rikishi had the post of like pray for Jimmy. I don't know what that's all about still at this point, but when is Jimmy's return coming? When does the Wise Man return? Is there someone else who is going to be joining the Bloodline feud, and do they make their debut?
Who team up somebody, or somebody go team up with Roman?
Right, because I feel like when we get to Survivor Series, like you have to have a Bloodline Survivor Series match. But I don't get how you get there. This is the one match where I'm really like, I do not know, because if Solo and Jacob do win, who takes the pin? Cody or Roman?
Yeah.
So
you can't let the champ take the L, but then it's like, you can't let Roman take it.
The only person who's pinned Cody since has been The Rock.
Yeah.
Which again, I think that's a pivot to set up them to.
Yeah.
What if The Rock ain't gonna come back for no Bad Blood?
That'd be random.
But it would be so exciting.
Random. That'd be the random. Like,
That'd be
all of a sudden you hear the music.
Final boss.
Like, oh wait. You come out there and land the smackdown
on everybody with his little bell bottoms that he had on WrestleMania. All right, the Hell in a Cell match: CM Punk versus Drew McIntyre. Who you got?
Drew, never Punk.
You're the only one going Drew. Everyone else is going Punk. This pick is solely because of your hate for CM Punk.
Absolutely, no, I would never pick CM Punk for anything.
Well, storyline wise, I just think this is still CM Punk's third match since he's returned.
That's it. Exactly.
He was in the Rumble.
And then you put him in the Hell in a Cell. And you think he go?
He got hurt at the Rumble, and they've been feuding with each other since January.
We ain't gonna see him until January,
which is again why Hell in a Cell makes sense. You build a feud for this long, you get to this point. So I think CM Punk wins.
I've never seen CM Punk in Hell in a Cell either. I'm not sure.
Have I seen Hell in a Cell match?
I don't remember him ever being on.
I'll have to phone a friend on that one. I don't recall any off the top of my head. Just because I haven't seen this mean to happen. Because I
missed a lot too. That's what I said. I missed this whole
run.
run. So
I missed the pipe bomb and all that. So okay. One last thought before we wrap up on wrestling into the NBA. I think Eric mentioned this before, but I love the smaller cards because they also make the weekly shows feel bigger. And the SmackDown ahead of Bad Blood, so this Friday on SmackDown, we're going to get a triple threat tag team match with the Street Profits, DIY, and the Bloodline.
That's going to be fun.
And I cannot wait to see that match. It should be cracking.
We had a dumpster match too, right?
Yeah. Chelsea Green.
She said she's already good at it because that's her home. She had home field advantage because the dumpster is her home.
Home field advantage. That's hilarious.
I was like, dog, she ain't shit.
Chelsea Green is top tier entertainment. I've told y'all, I love any wrestler who can make me laugh. If you are charismatic in that way, I'm going to be a fan. Chelsea Green, I need to see my boys Pretty Deadly back on TV soon. Yes, boy. Oh, real quick, last thing. Last Monster Standing on Raw last night.
Hey, they listening. Y'all been listening.
They know what it is.
They know what we want. Y'all, you literally gave me exactly what I said that I wanted. And it was absolute chaos. And everyone fucking loved it.
Yeah.
Send me the check.
Yeah.
From them breaking the actual barrier to the fans was in the audience looking like they was just laid out.
Dog. Just send me the check.
The security coming out, the ring breaking, Seth Rollins making his return.
Everything about that was just perfect.
It's fantastic, fam.
Entertaining, fam.
Fantastic.
Like entertainment.
Hell in a Cell. One of the matches was Punk versus Ryback.
What year was that?
09.
I don't even remember Ryback.
I wasn't watching at that point.
No.
Feed me more Ryback.
No. It was 2012.
What was his name somewhere else? Rhino?
We was watching.
Was that Rhino? No, Ryback and Rhino different.
Yeah, Rhino was from ECW.
Yeah.
Ryback was somebody different.
Okay.
2012.
Brad Maddox was introduced.
Damn.
Who the hell is that?
I forgot about Brad Maddox.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, we was watching.
I was like, who was that?
Interesting. Okay.
Remember Mr. Kennedy? That was my dude. Man.
I fucked with his
See, I
promo.
wasn't watching when Mr. Kennedy
I remember
was
Mr. Kennedy.
on.
Mr. Kennedy. Did a mic on that?
Yeah, and then it would be like just a spotlight on him and shit
Yeah,
like
that
that. I
was
was
lit,
cold ass shot,
He was
cold
from
ass
here, right?
promo.
Yep.
Yeah.
Vince was very high on Mr. Kennedy. All right, NBA time. So, NBA season is. Shout out to Fergie.
Shout out to Fergie random. Oh, I'm sorry. Shout out to D Ham.
yeah.
I ran into D Ham Sunday at the soul food spot, man.
Hey,
Fam, the coolest nigga ever, fam. Like, and then, because I want to go talk to him because everybody was going up trying to take pictures, and I didn't want to think I was, trying to be a groupie nigga and nothing like that or whatever. I was like, oh, what up, D Ham? I was like, hey, man.
Oh, so you like D Ham? You didn't be like, what's up, Darvin?
Yeah, I did say D Ham like I knew him. But yeah, then we was talking.
like Riley Freeman.
I told him about the pod and stuff like that. He actually pulled his phone out. So shout out D Ham. Hopefully listening, fam.
Oh, I appreciate you, sir.
And then we got a chance to talk too. I was like, I'm a Laker fan. He was like, oh, what? And he just gave me that look. I was like, he's like, how did I do? And I was just real with him. I was like, man, they ain't treat you right, fam. I was like, it wasn't your fault. You got the short end of the stick or whatever, and you did your best. And I was like, it's good to see you back home though. So he was like, man, mad love. He was super cool.
So he was a Bucks fan too.
I can't say
Start
shit.
the story off saying I'm a Laker fan.
Exactly. Yeah, tell him. But no, shout out to him though. It was dope. He spoke to everybody like he was like kicking it. Like he was cool, waiting for his food. All of us waiting. We niggas are hungry.
He had hella patience to be talking to y'all. And
he asked me what I ordered, everything.
You know how long
I was like,
soul
well, you
food
gotta get
spots
these
take?
chops, man. These pork chops, wow. I don't know if you eat pork or not.
That's a way different experience. I had saw Ben Baker a few years ago. He was walking as if he was trying to make sure he blended into the background so that nobody saw him or talked to him. Like he was walking dang near, almost had his hand up over his face. Like, don't look. Like, first of all, you like 7 foot tall.
Like, everybody know who you is, man.
Clearly, you somebody, but no, it was.
Damn, since you talking about celebrities, I met David Gruber.
I didn't really. I just said I saw Ben Baker walking down. David Gruber.
He's walking down the street too.
I hope with his son, though.
Bro, I was like, oh, Mr. Grover, how you doing? I was like, what up, outside. He came back, he stopped.
He was like,
he
what up,
hey, how you doing?
You get an accident? It took a call.
Oh, brother, I know you're a local celeb. I just want to say hi. I see you walking through. That's Sam about. So that was the most random conversation I've ever seen in my life.
He's like, I see you, dog. I see you.
All
right, Groove, have a good one.
Not Groove. The Groovester.
Hey, he felt like he was the man, fam. He got in his car like, hell yeah. Hey, the city love me.
Hey, D Groove, bro.
The city love me. He was like, you see that, baby? I can go anywhere.
Anywhere, anybody.
I can go anywhere.
Talk to them all.
We're going to the hood tomorrow.
D Groove, fuck with me.
Big Groove.
It's like a character on Happy Days, fam. The bully on Happy Days.
Groove, fam.
That's like somebody who was beefing with the Fonz, fam. All right. That's hard to transition from that.
Oh, man.
Big Groove.
Shout out to Darvin again, though, man.
And I guess shout out to Big Groove.
Big
Groove. We know you listening. Somebody said this is Big Groove. Hey, we need sponsorship. Somebody said this is Big Groove, man. He get mad love on Tech File. He get mad love.
Oh, boy. Okay. NBA season preview. So this week we're going to be doing best at position because if you look at the calendar, folks, we are getting real close to the NBA season kicking off. Like, matter of fact, like 3 weeks from today, NBA basketball will be going on. The regular season will be kicking off.
So preseason next week.
Preseason is this weekend.
Damn.
Like, the kickoff game is the Abu Dhabi game, and it's Nuggets Celtics on Friday.
We'll still go ahead again.
Yeah.
Right.
It is dicey. It's dicey over here. It's dicey over yonder.
As we get into the NBA, I see Terrence in the comments. What up?
Shout out. Shout
Yo.
out, bro. What's going
He had to
on?
declare his fandom as Shell said
Big
Groove.
Groove.
But
Hey, that's damn near. Hey, that's damn near going to be the title.
no,
bro. Big
fam,
Groove.
I'm not. We are not going to have
Big
Get him in there
Groove.
smiling. One call, that's
Just
all, bro.
one call, Big Groove.
Terrence also said Grouper is the better call Saul.
But-
But no, Terrence had his sports teams all Wisconsin: Bucks, Brewers, Packers, college basketball, MU, college football, Badgers. I'm even an Admirals fan. I'm
Okay, I
with it.
see you.
I'm
I see
with it.
you. Wisconsin up. I see you.
So what we gonna do this week, y'all, for NBA? Looking at each position: point guard, shooting guard, small forward, power forward, center, and ranking top 5 at their position heading into the season. So not a projection of where we think they're gonna be at the end of the year. Just right now, heading into the season, who's the best of the best.
Mm-hmm.
Which is going to be some interesting conversations because while we were doing the pre-work, there were some debates over positions for certain players. So let's start with point guard. Tim, who are the top 5 point guards heading into the season?
You're
name
the
is
team.
first.
I was like, you're the team.
I got Luka 1,
Mm-hmm.
Curry 2,
Mm-hmm.
but I may have to flip something.
You want us to come back to you while you think about it?
Because I didn't put him in like
I
1
didn't
through
put mine in
5. I
order
just
either.
put him.
Come on, y'all.
I didn't realize it was gonna be 1 through 5. I just
I
thought
got
it was
mine, though.
1
Let's
through
go.
5.
All right, got
Ken, what's your list?
Number 1, Curry. Number 2, Luka. Bronson, number 3, SGA. 4, Halliburton, 5.
Curry over Luka is interesting.
And
Why?
I think the only reason I did that because personally I shouldn't have done it because of how much I love Luka, but I think I'm still feeling a little bit of the Olympics.
Okay.
So that kind of the Olympic performance kind of is still there. So kind of like
He
ain't nobody
he's still
doing
him,
that
bro.
shit.
Like no, he's still him. Shit.
That's what I'm saying. I was like,
I
ain't
got-
nobody doing that.
I got Curry too though. I got Luka, Curry, SGA.
Mhm.
I have to put that in there. SGA. Lillard and Halliburton.
So you think Dame is still a top 5 point guard?
Yes.
Top 5.
Yes.
Interesting. I'm going Luka, SGA,
Mhm.
Steph, Brunson, and Halliburton. So a lot of the same names here.
Mhm. It's different
Outside
orders.
Lillard in the top 5 was surprising to me. I think he's right outside that range. Not saying nothing about Dame. And I think if Dame performed this season the way that he's been talking about how he's going to come back, definitely going to be some top 5-ness going on from Dame. Let's know in the comments too what y'all think. I see Terrence gave us his 5. He said Luka, Brunson, Morant, Curry, and SGA. Now, Ja was one of my favorite players.
Yeah, I ain't mad at that.
I'm not mad at that at all.
I ain't mad at
I
that.
just can't put him there going into this season
Yeah.
because of what we've been seeing these other guys
Mhm.
do so far. But I
Yeah.
do think it's definitely about to be a Morant revenge season, like you said, because people sleeping on Ja.
He finna come out hooping.
People sleeping on Ja. All right, shooting guards. Ken.
I am gonna go Anthony Edwards, Kyrie, Booker,
Mm.
Mitchell, and Bane.
Desmond Bane was one when I was looking out because
I had to go back and really look at his look at his numbers and stuff. Yeah, and I was like, yeah, I gotta get to
No,
him.
Bane's a good two-way. Really good
Yeah.
two-way.
Yeah, that's why I was like, I gotta give it to him.
and this was one of the ones for years. It was just always like D Book is number 1. Like this D Book is D Book is D Book, and I kept Devin Booker as a shooting guard in these rankings. But I do want to say, I think he's going to be a 3 this upcoming season because they finally got Tyus Jones. Mike Budenholzer came in and said, "No, y'all need a point guard." This whole Bradley Beal,
We ain't
Booker
doing that this year.
backcourt.
We ain't doing that.
No, that doesn't put you in a position to succeed. In part because what Bud was saying, which I would agree with, is just that y'all need somebody in the game to help set y'all up so that y'all ain't got to worry about setting everybody else up.
Mhm.
We need y'all to get the buckets. So, all that being said, I'm going to still keep Book as a 2.
Mhm.
So, I'm going to go Anthony Edwards, Devin Booker, Donovan Mitchell,
Mhm.
Kyrie Irving, and Desmond Bane.
Okay. I will go Ant-Man at number 1.
We all agree there.
Book 2. Donovan Mitchell at 3, Kyrie at 4, and Desmond Bane at 5.
So, a lot of the same, all the same names this time around. Pretty close. Ken, what gives Kyrie that nod at the second best in the league for you?
Just the way how he, especially going into the second part of the season, how well he was able to play off of Luka, like as a like official too, and not having to be the man that orchestrates the offense and stuff like that. Like, and then again, like I watched a lot of Dallas games, so I'm a little bit biased as well. But just the stats and everything that I've seen them do last season, I just feel like he definitely deserves to be. If he's not number 2, as long as he's in the top 5, he has to be in the top 5.
No, I feel you on that one. I see Terrence added for his shooting guards. He got Mitchell, Kyrie, Book, Edward, and Bain. So same 5. He said no order for those. Shell said Ant, Kyrie, Booker, Mitchell, and Bain. Same 5, different order. But yeah, that's the cream of the crop right now for the shooting guards in the league. Sure. Small forwards. I'll start with this one. Another one where I was like, this one was tricky.
Yeah,
this one was tricky. Small forward and power forward, the forwards in general, it was just a little like, okay, how do we navigate this one?
It's a blurred line there.
It is a blurred line. But for the small forwards, I think that Jaylen Brown, best small forward in the league, not a necessity because, again, that's what he had to play last year, given the fact that you got Derek White and Drew Holiday as your backcourt in Boston. So Jaylen Brown gets the nod for me at number 1, the Finals MVP. I think the best player on the Celtics, if you're asking me. Then I'm going to go Paul George 2, Jimmy Butler at 3, Scotty Barnes at 4, and Kawhi is at 5 for me because, listen, if Kawhi is healthy consistently, it's a different conversation. So I put Kawhi at 5 just because of the availability piece of it heading into the season. Then all the stuff that happened this summer with his knee too. Like, again, when healthy, Kawhi is cold, unquestionably. But injuries have me knock him back some. Which one y'all want to go next?
I can go. At number 1, I got Brown. 2, Paul George. 3, Jimmy Buckets. 4, I have DeRozan. And 5, I have Ingram. I put some respect on Ingram.
DeRozan and Ingram over Scotty?
Yeah. That's my list.
Okay. So I know you were an Ingram fan.
Yeah, I've always been heavy on Ingram.
So you're heavy on Ingram. Maybe I'll save this question, but what I wanted to ask you was, like, what kind of season are you expecting from him this year? There's a lot of unsettledness with him and the Pelicans.
Yeah, and that's the thing. I think this is going to, not I want to say necessarily like a breakout season, but this is going to be a season that we see him like go to another level because of everything that's going around. They don't know. It's a prove it year, honestly. Unfortunately, like he has been proving it, but this is a prove it year for him.
Because he know he ain't getting that extension.
Exactly. Year, so I think he balling out for well, unfortunately for his life though. So
I considered Jalen Williams, Terrence, just so you know.
Okay, yeah.
Oh yeah, Jake.
Yeah, he was up. Yeah.
He's right.
Yeah,
he's right there.
I need another year though.
You're right there.
And they be having him play it. Oh, come on, Aces. They trying to rally y'all. It's 5 minutes left. It's a 2-point game.
They trying to come back.
They coming back. If they lose, they out. So they better figure it out.
How y'all feel about LaVine? Y'all think LaVine is a case to be in the top 5?
No.
Okay.
No.
It's
been too inconsistent.
Yeah, I still have the availability is the best ability kind of thing. That's why for me Kawhi is 4 on my list.
See, that's why I didn't put him on there just for.
But when he's there,
he's
there,
absolutely,
bro.
Yeah,
like,
absolutely.
That's why he's kind of undeniable. It's just he can't be high.
So what's your order?
Brown, George, Butler, Kawhi, and Barnes.
Okay.
And Barnes because he's the young cat, but Scotty is nice too. Like two-way player. He's boarding. He's assisting. He's scoring. He they had him doing point forward shit, like trying to figure it out. Even if he may not end up being the point guard, now he knows how to facilitate, move the ball around, things like that to help set up as well. So I feel like they really molding Scotty, and he gonna be an issue.
I feel it. I see Jay-Z. I'm not sure if these are his 2s or his 3s, but he had Booker, Mitchell, Brown, and LaVine. So he was somebody who wanted to give LaVine some love. Shell said he goes Brown, PG, Butler, Barnes, and Ingram. So you got another Ingram supporter there with you. Power forward, y'all. Power forward. Giannis is unquestionable the number 1 for everybody here. I'm just let y'all know that.
What? Yeah.
He number 1 on your list too?
Yeah, I know. It's so great.
So power forward, I'm going best in the league. Giannis. LeBron
James,
especially after the Olympics performance.
Goat James,
Get your GOAT mask out. KD, Tatum, and then that 5 spot. I was going back and forth between Zion and Paolo Banchero. I feel like Paolo's not getting enough attention, and partly because of it's Orlando and they just had the one good year now. But like, I really believe in Paolo Banchero being somebody.
Yeah,
but
he's good.
I'm actually go Zion in that 5 spot because what he did in the playoffs before he got hurt.
Yeah.
Or the play-in, I should say, to get them into the playoffs. Like, man, oh man,
he had a nice bounce back year last year.
He did, and if he can stay healthy this year, like the sky is the limit for it. Like we saw what it looked like.
Yeah.
And from everything I've seen from media day and whatnot, it's looking like Zion is coming into this season taking it serious. I saw this was the first year of his NBA career where he showed up for voluntary workouts with the rest of his teammates.
Oh wow, he ready?
He's finally taking it serious.
Let's go. Hey, sometimes it take people a minute, but it's gonna be fun to watch though, because like we all remember coming in from Kentucky, dude. It was like he was that, he was supposed to be that guy, and we've been kind of waiting for him to hit his peak or hit his, ceiling and everything. Oh, what did I say? Kentucky? He was that dude. My bad.
It was the blue.
The blue. Yeah, but I'm excited to see it, man.
Ooh, Terrence said, "What about Jaren Jackson?" You said 5 spot, but I think he's a 4 because they're gonna play him next to they played him next to Steven Adams, and they're gonna probably play him next to Edey. He's definitely in consideration for one of the top in the league.
Edey, it's gonna be fun to watch.
I got Giannis, 80.
80 ain't no 4.
That's right. I said he's a 5. That was a whole
Oh, yeah. Okay.
I do mine.
So then, it's interesting. If this is how it's gonna be,
put Jaren Jackson on your list.
I'll play within the rules. I'll put Giannis, Tatum, Zion, Bron, Durant.
Where was Bron at?
4.
This nigga tripping.
4.
This nigga tripping.
Y'all need super. Here's my reason. Y'all need super Bron.
You just need Bron.
They don't think they need.
We don't need Super Bron,
because
man.
Super Bron is what saved y'all a lot of times last season. Y'all did need Super Bron.
It wasn't Super Bron, bro.
He was putting up 40 fucking points and shit. 40s and bro, no, Bron was putting up games last year. Y'all needed him to do it.
Super Bron was the Olympics.
That's Mega Bron. That's like the
that was Super Bron.
No,
Super Bron was the
Olympics is the final form of him, bro.
That's the final boss.
Throughout the season, y'all needed LeBron James to win games. He carried y'all for a chunk.
One could say that's part of the reason why you should rank him higher.
Exactly.
Because
true, but this is another year.
Because it's not necessarily about team role and fit in that sense. It's like who's the best player at the position. Yeah. And if I had to pick somebody,
40-year-old LeBron James,
crazy.
40. It's nuts, fam.
That's wild to say.
That is nuts that we still saying.
Because then you start going down. Okay, you take 40-year-old LeBron over Tatum. Yeah,
maybe. I would.
That's crazy.
I would. Ain't no maybe. Yes. I would.
No, this no maybe.
Give me LeBron over Tatum.
And then you get LeBron over Zion.
Yes.
And then you get LeBron over KD.
Yes. KD was my 3rd.
KD is my 5 though. Yeah. So that's why I said I put LeBron in front of KD, but
no, I get you.
I don't know. I gotta. I put Superman in 3.
I respect Tatum. He just doesn't do it for me.
And it's sad. Like I don't know what else the man could do. Honestly, he would have chipped. Like I don't know what type.
I keep saying it's the consistency, bro. It's the games that you expect him to have big games. He disappears. Yeah. But then out of nowhere, he'll have a 40 and 17 game, and you be like, damn. And he'll do it like 3-4 games in a row. But then you be like, damn, who you do it to? Like, damn, we just had a marquee game, and my boy sitting down at halftime. What happened?
I feel it.
So that's I feel like a lot of Tatum hate comes from
expectation.
Correct. They're expecting him to be superstar at all time when he gives it more often than not, but not all the time.
Well, it's like I said, I think he's the second best player on his team as is. So Jay-Z said he's going with Giannis, Zion, Paolo, Pascal, and Cat. I think Spicy P don't get enough respect.
I like Spicy P.
Because Pascal,
Spicy P.
That's the nickname.
That's nuts, man.
You never heard Spicy P?
I had never heard of this. Call him that.
That's Spicy P.
Spicy P. Lord mercy.
No, but I think it's because he does a lot of things well. He doesn't
Yeah.
like do one thing exceptionally good.
Yeah.
He's a really well-rounded player.
He's a great mid-range big too.
Yeah. Centers. Best centers in the league. Oh, my fault. Go ahead. Who your power forwards?
Giannis, Goat James, KD, Tatum, and Zion.
Okay. Centers. Why don't you start off with centers as well?
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go AD,
You are out your mind.
Joker.
There is no you know yourself. That's why you laughing.
No, let him have it.
There is no world where
AD,
that's better than
Him
Jokic.
cook.
AD, Joker, Embiid, Sabonis, and Bam. I said what I said.
The fandom is taking over.
Yeah, I got Jokic.
As you should. As you should.
But
I hate him.
I got Wemby at number 2
Already.
already.
You think Wemby's better than every other center in the league besides Jokic?
Oh, he on D right now. Man, relax.
Yes.
Wow.
He on D right now. Relax,
Yes.
man.
Wow.
And then I got Embiid.
The kid's good, but come on.
And then I got AD and I got Sabonis.
This guy put Wemby at 2.
2.
Wow.
2. I've seen enough.
Kid.
I've seen enough.
All right.
He's probably gonna lead the
It
league.
ain't.
He's probably gonna lead the league in blocks. If he wants to, he'll probably lead the league in rebounds. He's going to be probably top 5 to 10 in points.
League,
I can't.
5 to 10 in top
Oh,
5 to 10
not
in
yet,
points.
fam.
So a lot of what you were going off of, it sounds like it's the potential. Because looking at what we saw last season going into this season here,
Mhm.
I know Embiid missed a lot of it
Mhm.
because he was hurt. But that nigga had 70. in the
Embiid was balling.
Embiid, when he is on the court,
That man
is
be balling.
next level. Like
Yeah.
I do think once the season wraps up, you will probably see Wemby in those conversations if things go the way I think that they can go for him. But I can't give it to him yet.
Not right now, fam.
So I'm gonna go
It's a little too
Jokic, Embiid, AD, Bam, Sabonis
Okay.
as the best centers in the league. Y'all cracking up when it comes about Spicy Pete. Am I the only
Because
one?
that's fun. Yeah, I ain't never heard that either. Because that's fun. That is wild, fam.
Terrence, that sounds like an STD.
Jesus Christ, spicy,
Spicy
pea.
Pete.
She got that spicy pea.
Mm-mm.
Caliente. Lord have mercy.
Woo. All right, so I haven't even told these guys what I was thinking about for next week's preview.
Mhm.
But what I'm thinking for the next 2 weeks is putting the Eastern Conference in the tiers and putting the Western Conference in the tiers. So the contender tier, the
Okay.
playoff tier, the play-in tier, and then like the good luck tier.
Damn. Good look, dude. All right.
All right. Some quick hits before we get out of here for the evening, y'all. We got to pay our respects to Dikembe Mutombo
Mhm.
and to Pete Rose
Mhm.
and to John Amos. Like, it's been a week.
It's been a
Tuesday,
lot.
fam. And man,
So with Pete passing, like, do they finally be like, okay, we're gonna put him in the Hall of Fame? But it sucks though. Like, it has to be after he passes. Like,
That's what
I
I
understand all of that. Like, I understand,
should've been in
but
it.
this man should have been in the Hall of Fame. man.
When he passed and I seen that, I said, they really banned that man. to his
Yeah,
grave.
it was great for him.
Well,
He
maybe-
didn't even get a chance to see it.
maybe because it was a lifetime ban,
Mhm.
now he can get in.
That's some wild shit.
That's nuts.
It is.
because he could probably go be in there next year.
Crazy.
Like,
That's
for
some
real.
wild
That's
shit.
what I'm
He don't even
saying.
get to see it.
Yeah, he'll get a chance to see
That's
it.
some wild shit.
That's crazy, dude. That ain't it, bro.
That's wild.
That's nasty, man.
That would be wild.
That's nasty
crazy.
work.
And then the Dikembe Mutombo, who caught me completely off guard, did not know
He
was
had
only, what,
brain-
57?
58. Yeah.
Young dude.
Brain cancer.
Jesus.
Which I say this often when people pass away. The biggest, how do I want to say this? The biggest mark of a man is how people remember you.
Mm-hmm.
And for as great of a basketball player as Dikembe Mutombo was,
Mm-hmm.
and he was 4-time Defensive Player of the Year,
Yeah.
like
Man, wasn't nothing coming to the
no.
He was getting everything out the paint.
For as great as he was on the court, what everyone went to first was the character of the man.
Yeah.
It
Mhm.
was.
And that's dope.
He had a heart of gold. He was an ambassador.
Mhm.
Everything he did for Africa, everything that he did to introduce the game of basketball to his country, to get more people in it, his role with the BAL,
Mhm.
just everything about him, like that's always the makings of a man. Like
Yeah, that's dope.
I've said it before, like give people their flowers when they are here to receive them. Because everything is cool after, it's definitely cool to see the love afterwards, because I think that brings some comfort to everyone else who's mourning. But like, make sure people know how you feel about them. For real. And then John Amos, good times, like just a legendary actor. Apparently he passed in late August, but they didn't release the news about it until today. So just
that's wild.
Rest in peace to all of those that we mentioned, sending love and light to all their family and friends.
Absolutely.
Whew. Okay, y'all. There was a trade for us to. It's 10 seconds left in the Aces Liberty game, and the Aces are down by 2. There was a trade in the NBA though. Carlton Towns is a New York Net. New York Net.
Yeah.
Lord Jesus. Carlton Towns is a New York Knick.
Knickerbocker.
Dante DiVincenzo never got a chance to see the Nova Knicks hit the court. He is a Timberwolf alongside Julius Randle.
Good fit.
The Randle fit?
Mm-hmm.
I don't really like the Randle fit in Minnesota.
Really not.
I think aside of Edwards, I think that's going to be good for him.
I think it's a good fit too.
I don't, because he doesn't stretch the floor as, like, the fit offensively feels clunky to me.
Really?
He can shoot 3.
He's perimeter though.
He's not great at it though.
No, he's not. But that's what he does though.
So offensively, they already had the ideal type of big there.
Mm-hmm.
If that's what you want to do, the spacing that Carlton Towns provides offense. You know what I mean? Like,
I get that.
Everything that you traded Cat for, if you're saying Randle can do it, okay, he's going to do it at a worse level than what you just had.
You're right.
For a team that just had one of the best playoff runs of their entire franchise history, the very next year they said, we're going to send Cat out of here, which I get. Part of it was financially driven.
I was saying, paid everybody that money.
It was about the money. I get it.
Yeah.
But yet and still, like,
it's gonna be fun.
The on-court fit I don't like, but I love Dante in Minnesota. That I love. I love the fit of Dante in Minnesota.
He go get off.
Terrence asks, is Cat a good defender as a big man? No.
That's the easiest way.
And part of that is Julius Randle's a little bit better.
Defensively?
Yeah, just a little. Like, he's a little grittier.
He's just that Cat has the size.
Yeah, that's what I was just going to say.
Which,
if Randle had Cat size, man, we would really be.
They probably wouldn't have had to trade him, because part of what the Knicks were looking for was a center because they got Hartenstein went to the Thunder, and Mitchell Robinson is hurt until January-ish. So they needed a center, which I did hear they might also trade Mitchell Robinson, which
really
interesting. But I love the fit of Carlton Towns offensively.
With
the Knicks,
sure.
It fits a lot better than Julius Randle for the reasons I was just saying. He can actually stretch the floor,
make it a little easier for Brunson,
and he's going to be cool with being that secondary guy.
Brunson go get his.
Meanwhile, Randle was a 2-time All NBA dude while he's with the Knicks, so a little bit different. But
Randle, he had the mentality that he's supposed to get his shots up.
Yeah,
but he didn't fully take on his role in New York.
Randle's still a bucket, bro.
He is, but you got Brunson. You just have to fall into line. Like he used to, like they played a lot better when he was injured, unfortunately.
Because for the Knicks, that's what I kept thinking they would trade Randle. I kept bringing it up. I think they're going to trade Randle. I think because of
that run that they made.
They saw they didn't need him, and they saw that their star is Brunson. So let's build around him. And again, offensively, I love the fit of Carlton Towns.
Yeah, that's going to be great.
I just have the questions on defense.
Yeah.
I have a lot of questions on defense. They are putting a lot of trust in their wing stoppers. And I saw Tibbs mention, like, well, OG can guard fives. And I'm like,
consistently?
I mean, they got 3 guys on the court that can guard multiple positions outside of the 5. I don't agree with the 5. But OG can guard 4-3-2. You got Mikal Bridges, who can guard 2-3. I don't know about 4, but I'm sure he's a good defender. Yeah. And then you have Josh Hart.
He ain't going to start, though, so it's going to be interesting to see the combinations.
Because DiVincenzo was another one of your defenders.
Yeah.
And they would probably have him off the bench because of Bridges now.
Yeah,
he didn't want that.
No, apparently he was like, listen, I know we was college teammates and all, but
did
you not just see what I did last year?
Exactly, I ain't going.
Which, again, he should cook in Minnesota. I'm really happy for him to cook in Minnesota. So we're going to see how this trade plays out. It doesn't do too much for me changing how I feel about the Knicks. because I still have the same question about the Knicks that I had before, which is what are y'all going to do defensively? So we'll see how that goes.
I'm heavy on the Knicks. I want them to win the championship. I ain't gonna lie. I want to see it.
It's looking dark for the Aces. 8 seconds left. They're down by 4.
Yeah.
So if that game goes the way it's going, it's looking like the Liberty are going to be heading to the finals. So my question to y'all, the other matchup, the Sun and the Lynx. Connecticut leads that series 1-0 again. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm thinking it's still the first round. This is best of 5.
Oh, okay.
Best of 5. The Aces, they still got some life even if they lose, but it's life support. Sun and Lynx, who y'all got in that series?
Connecticut.
I know you like the defense.
Yeah, I like Connecticut too.
Like they're.
I don't know. I like the Sun.
Sorry, but no, they cold, bro. Like I got Connecticut. Their defense is ridiculous. Like truly,
I like the Sun. I like their style of play. The Sun.
No, I feel it. Man, the Lynx, man, they play some defense too. Like that first game was a defensive, like just battle. I think the Lynx go though. I think the Lynx win that series. Aces, Liberty though. If the Aces lose tonight, and then they got to win 3 straight.
Yeah, that's the tough.
I don't see
against the Liberty. That's
I
tough.
don't see them doing it against this New York team this year.
Not against the Liberty. That's tough.
All right.
Because once they get to shooting, it's lights out.
No, and Sabrina, she done woke up.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Once they get hot, it's lights out.
She done woke up. How many she got tonight before we get up out of here?
She had
24. She got 24 right now.
Yeah.
And Stewie having a bad game. 5 of 15? Okay.
That ain't gonna happen.
I'm gonna have to rewatch this game when I get home. All right, y'all. Do you want to talk about the Swerve interviews?
I can make mention. Yeah, bottom. But in case you guys missed it, those who are wrestling fans, Isaiah Swerve Strickland and Mercedes Moné,
formerly known as
Sasha Banks, both had back-to-back interviews last week on The Breakfast Club. Kind of random because I listen to The Breakfast Club not randomly, often. And so for them to be on like back-to-back episodes, it must have been Combat Week because they had a UFC fighter on there too.
They was in New York too.
Yeah, they was in New York around the time, but I thought it was interesting interviews. For Monet, it was more so like kind of the same things that we've heard a little bit. For Strickland, it was a little more insight into him, a little more insight into who he was and things like that. And I thought his interview was pretty good.
He promoted better too.
Yeah, and that was where
if that's what they were trying to do, yeah, he promoted a little better.
With Monet, it was like, oh yeah, I'm with this promotion, we're the best, we're the greatest now, this, that, and the third. Okay, cool. With Strickland, he started talking about his storyline. And so like Charlamagne was like, oh yeah, I heard you bought your mama house. Like you got to a point where you bought your mama house. He's like, yeah, I bought my mama house, this, that, and the third. He was like, yeah, but this guy named Hangman Page, like, I don't know how, but I was in an arena trying to talk to him because we were supposed to fight. And he was at my mom's crib and he burnt it down. He was like, damn, he burnt it down. Oh man, I'm invested. What'd you do? Did you call the cops on him? He was like, nah, man. He was like, I don't even know how he got there, but now we gotta fight because after he burned mom's house down, I can't let that stand. Like, damn. I'm like, bro, he's telling the fucking stuff.
That's what I'm saying. That's what you're supposed to do.
And I thought it was dope because I laughed. One of my favorite things about wrestling is being submerged in the realm of disbelief or believability.
Yeah.
And you never know what the fuck is a work. In that instance, because we watch wrestling on a regular basis, yes, you can tell it was a work. But somebody who's just listening in, they'd be like, damn, hey, yo. So I thought that was fantastic. He was a former military brat, things like that. He was in the military himself. He was in the guard too. So I was like, oh, that's dope. Similarities, shit like that. But no, it was listening to his interview was really cool too. So I didn't know if you guys had listened to it, if you had any thoughts about it or anything like that. Like I thought it was pretty good.
I don't tend to listen to the Breakfast Club, and if I do tune in, it's not going to be for superstars I don't watch.
Okay,
no offense. I don't mess with the Breakfast Club like that.
Fair enough.
I do. I'm here for all the
shenanigans,
all the filth. Give it to me, goddamn.
That's the show for this week, y'all. We hope y'all enjoyed. Gotta knock it down. The Ace is about to lose this one. Sorry, Charlene is in the chat. You just came to hear your outro.
Yeah.
I know.
You put the comma on like they should be finishing up.
right about now.
They should be finishing up.
Right about now.
Let me hear these bars.
Let me hear my verse.
Let me hear these bars.
Hey, Charlene, Tim might have to challenge you bar for bar, fam.
Bar for bar.
He used to rap on the outros, fam. You know what I'm saying?
He took his job. He feeling some type of way.
He got the airtime for now.
No, he said, your boy at work. I feel it. I feel it. Get your paper,
that money, man. Get that money.
But no, as we wrap up here for the week, y'all, appreciate everybody who came through in the comments. Man, seeing Terrence in the comments in particular, man, I ain't talked to you in years, fam. So it's cool to see you pop up in here as well. Charlene, so y'all can collab, fam. Y'all can drop a verse, man.
Pins together.
Look at it. Pin game.
Charlene, you do not
want
want
kick the door in growling too.
Pin game trash.
You don't want to do
pin
that.
Game.
When I come in the door, I'm pissing the Cheerios and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Let's
make it happen.
Exactly why.
Garbage.
You don't want to go that route.
Garbage.
Don't listen to them.
You can go back to episode.
We hear it
Don't
every
listen
week.
to them.
You can hear some of the bars.
Don't worry about
Garbage.
it. It's all hate.
One
It's
fish,
all
two
hate.
fish,
It's all hate.
red fish, blue fish,
It's all
rapid
hate.
ass nigga.
It's all hate. It's all hate.
Get your Dr. Seuss rapid
Don't
ass
hate me
out
because
of
you hate me. Ain't that a classic verse?
This nursery rhyme rapid ass.
But for real, y'all, we gonna wrap up again. Make sure you tell your people you love them. If there's people who you are proud of, people who you see out here grinding, doing their thing, let them know you see them. Like Terrence right there. Appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you. And yeah, make sure y'all follow us on all our socials. Technical File on Twitter, on Instagram, on TikTok. Technical File Podcast on Facebook and on YouTube. Make sure y'all subscribe to the YouTube. If you're in the comments, still hit that like button on the video if you have not yet already.
Do it.
And we're going to be back next week. But until then, if you want to follow me on my personal social medias, you can catch me.
Wait a minute.
On the Twitter, the Instagram, and these 2K streets on the PSN at Camille Monet, CAMILLEMONAE. Eric's socials at Bugs Burner. That's how you get.
Yep.
Everyday _ gentleman on Instagram. K Harris 216 on Twitter and Snapchat.
And it's your boy TIMKINZ, the number 3, aka Ass Ketchum, aka Mr. Give It To Me,
Dr. Seuss.
That's just hate, bro.
I just like
He ain't
Count
dropped
Dracula.
a bar. He ain't dropped a bar.
One.
He ain't dropped. Hey, as Pop said, he's the greatest pimp of all time. He was the greatest pimp of all time. 1, 2.
Rapid ass, bro. Get out.
And the cat still got better bars than you too.
Hey, bro, we go
It's
bar
okay.
for bar, B. What you want?
It's okay.
Let's hear it then.
Right, give us something. I ain't heard
I ain't
shit
saying
from
right
you.
now.
We ain't heard nothing from Ken. Hey, put some W's. And if you want to hear from Ken at the end of the outro, go ahead, just go ahead and throw that in there.
We have a professional for that.
No, you get a W, my boy. We're going to have to hit these bars.
We have a professional.
You get a W, you're going to have to hit these B's.
Shout out to Shells, Bucks and 6. I also looked over. You can cue it. I looked over. Tim got scan out.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Let's just go that. No, I feel like.
Leave me alone, bro. Ain't nobody see. Don't nobody know nothing about that.
What do you got?
Don't nobody know nothing about that.
I ain't expecting this shit look out of pot.
You see that? You see how cool that is?
Yo, hold on, you know what, brother? We put these lights up tonight.
You know what I'm saying? I'll be carrying this shit.
Gotta run this race with my drive. Going live with the pie. Do it like it's no tomorrow. Came to my ear later. Shout out to my point guard. We about to hit them hard. Got them throwing in the tap. Pedal red, blow the whistle.